say, my daddy this, your daddy that. My daddy this, your daddy that. But we all got the same daddy, so we can say our Father, which is in heaven.
Man.
But Benfield told me, he said, look, he said, a guy told me, a friend of mine, said he'd been pastor for 50 years. And sad thing about it is he don't believe nobody saved yet. People doing all kind of mess in the church. Sitting up in church, hear the word of God like it ain't nothing. I mean, don't have no fear. The Bible said the beginning of wisdom is the fear of the Lord.
Man.
You ain't got no sense until you fear God.
Man.
When you start fearing God, you start walking in order. As long as you don't fear God, you ain't gonna do right. You think he ain't real? No way. But when you find out you got cancer, they gotta cut your breast off. Whatever. You go to call on the name.
Man.
Let's go to Galatians chapter 5. Galatians chapter 5, verse 12. Thank you.
I would they were even cut off which trouble you. For brethren, ye have been called unto liberty. Only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another. For all the law is
That's what he said. By love serve one another. Don't do something for me, talking about me and putting me down at the same time.
Man.
Smile in my face. Somebody said smile in the face, tell a lie.
Man.
Somebody said it, don't tell the truth. But what I've been trying to tell you is all this stuff come back to you.
Man.
Look at the one to be bragging about how God is blessing them, blah blah blah. They go out talking about folks. Do you ever notice the one that talk about somebody is the one that get hurt so easy? Somebody, anybody can say anything about them, they go to crying and holler. Praise God. Amen. Now put your heads around where I can see you. Yeah, so, that's how you do it.
Man.
Praise God. Read.
For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
All the laws fulfilled in that. If you love your neighbor as yourself, you ain't gonna hurt nobody you love.
Man.
You ain't gonna do nothing wrong to nobody you love.
Man.
You ain't gonna run around with somebody's wife or husband if you love them. I'm telling you, fam.
Amen.
But your flesh have you doing all kind of stuff. And I'm gonna tell you what your flesh gonna do. It's gonna bring you destruction.
Man.
So help me God, it's gonna bring you destruction. So help me God.
Man.
I'm trying to spell it. Read.
But if ye bite and devour one another, take heed that ye be not consumed one of another. This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary to one another, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
This is what he said. If you say, you're around other people that's not saved, all their whole time is trying to get you unsaved. The whole time is trying to get you convinced that their way is better than your way.
Amen.
I got somebody you can talk to, you be happy. Why? The flesh got somebody set up for you. When you hard-headed and want to do what you're told, he got a trap for you. The flesh got a trap for you. God allows that trap to work on you because you're hard-headed. Then you come to church, you want pastor to sweep you up and pat you on the back and all that. Well, when I don't do what God tells me to do, who's going to help me?
Man.
Who can help me? You see what I'm saying? Praise God. Read.
But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these.
In other words, what he's saying, if you do what the Bible said, you're not under the law. Because you're obeying the Spirit.
Man.
That's how you obey the Spirit. Not something that come to your mind. Not something you in prayer, somebody say, who did that? You gonna get this, not that. This word. You see it, don't you?
Amen.
This word separates the IU from the IU.
Amen.
Big eye from the little eye. The
Amen.
word separates. Read.
Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness.
Hey, now this is the work of the flesh. Did you see it?
Amen.
It's not the spirit. Read it again.
Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like. Of these which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God.
Look, if you do this, you're not going to inherit the kingdom of God.
Amen.
You know what that means? That don't mean he's not saying you're not going to go to heaven. He's saying you're not going to receive the power and the blessings right here.
Mm-hmm.
You say, well, how come I ain't blessed? I pay my tithe, I pay my offering. Yeah, but it's the way you think. It's the way you pay them. It's the way you talk about other folks.
Mm-hmm.
You see that? Read.
But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. And they that are Christ have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts.
This is what he said. They that are Christ have crucified the flesh with his infections and lust. Watch this. Lust stems from food. Lust stems from food. You change your diet if you're horse.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
You want me to tell you the truth, don't you?
Amen.
If you're a hormone, you need to change your diet.
Mm-hmm.
Because the things you're eating are stimulating your hormones and making you horny and hoes.
Amen.
Oh yeah, I know I'm right about it. No, I'm right about it. That's why the flesh don't want you in here, because he don't want you to hear the truth.
Amen.
Because he know if you continue to hear the truth, you might change.
Mm-hmm.
But on your own, you can't change. I know I'm right about it.
Amen.
Praise God. So, for the flesh lusted against the spirit. The flesh is jealous of the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear what I said? The flesh is jealous of the spirit. I know I'm right. And the flesh and the spirit is jealous of the flesh. So, watch this what he said. Look, he said, how can two walk together except they agree? In other words, the only way you can be together is you're not lusting after each other.
Mm-hmm.
You're not lusting against each other. If I'm lusting against you, then we're not together.
Amen.
You see, if I'm lusting against you, we're not together. So, how can two walk together except they agree? Because you laying in bed sleeping, thinking about the law, and the other thinking about what they're going to get into.
Mm-hmm.
Praise God.
Man.
And the flesh so slick, he'll give you ways. Let me tell you something. I'm going to say it real slow. There ain't no way you can fool a saint. They may not prove nothing, but they know.
Mm-hmm.
Because God would not have you to be what?
Ignorant.
If you still ignorant, it's because you ain't none of you.
Man.
Ooh, read.
If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another.
You know, vainglory. Look, glory that ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they say that. Ooh, Hasha. They say, oh, you a special person. Oh, you this. I don't want nobody talking about me like that.
Mm.
I get scared because talking like that about me.
Man.
Paul said he didn't want his man puffed up, thinking you something special. Thinking you gotta have the best house, the best car, the best clothes, the best everything in your mind. You ain't gonna have it, but you got it in your mind.
Man.
Praise God. Because a person that thinks like that is selfish. And a selfish person ain't gonna get nothing.
Man.
Read.
Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, you which are spiritual, restore such and...
So look, you that's supposed to be so saved, instead of down and talking about folks, go to them.
Man.
Try to help them. But you can't go to them trying to help them because you ain't much further than they are.
Man.
Praise God. You the main one that was talking about them in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, they go to a church and talks about somebody.
Man.
Come on around. You can sit there. Sit anywhere you want to. Praise God. So, the flesh wars against the spirit. And the spirit against the flesh.
Man.
So now, he said, come out from among them and be separate, said the Lord. So, he wants you to be separated because you ain't going to do no more war and fight. Did you see that?
Man.
You ain't going to do no more war and fight. You see that, don't you?
Man.
Praise God. So, you war and you fight. That's why I say, come out among them and be separate, said the Lord, and I will receive you. God can't receive you until you come out from among them.
Man.
You got to come out from among the one that's trying to get you back under them.
Man.
You see that? And only deal with people that's going to listen to the Spirit. See, the Spirit contrary, so you supposed to be trying to get people saved. They trying to get people unsaved.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
Man.
They created Facebook not just for messages, man. They know that thing going, the enemy know that thing going to catch on like a wildfire. You can have somebody, you can be in Europe, they can be down here. Y'all got a relationship going.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
Man.
You talking about the devil. That's the devil. Somebody said, well, there's some good things on there, some good things everywhere. But God says none good but my Father.
Man.
Huh? None good but my Father. Listen to me. When I was young, I used to think that it wasn't nothing but me and what I wanted to do. But when I got saved and got a little older, I found out I wasn't about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a lot of stuff coming that I had already done. Let me explain to you. You said, well, God forgives you for every sin you've ever done when you get saved. God forgives you, but you still got to reap what you sow.
Amen.
You see that? So, when you do wrong, it's coming up again.
Man.
I seen it too many times. I felt it too many times.
Man.
Huh? I've seen how my flesh got me into trouble. And it wasn't even worth it. All it come from was just kill me. Praise God.
Man.
Steal from me. Amen. That's all it come to you for. You tell you what, that ain't working right. It's too hot in here. You should have stayed at home, you know. We'll get the air working right, but get your mind off of the air.
Mm-hmm.
Put your mind on what you're here for.
Man.
Nobody in here because they don't want to be in here. See, nobody's doing wrong. It's somewhere down inside them they don't want to do right. They just don't have the power to break free.
Man.
And that's why he said, you that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak.
Man.
You see that? Don't talk about them, help them.
Man.
Show them what's right. They won't listen, ain't nothing you can do.
Man.
At least you would have told them. Amen. Somebody said, well, and sometimes you be too hard. If I tell you what the word said, the word is too hard, not me.
Man.
Jesus said, make known. He said, I make known that these are evil. That's why they don't like me. Amen. And they don't like you because you saying the same thing I said.
Mm-hmm.
It hits them somewhere. You see that?
Man.
Nobody in here would be mad if it didn't get hit.
Mm-hmm.
Would it? If something didn't hit you, you wouldn't be mad. What you gonna be mad for? If I take a brick, throw it out on a pack of dogs, which one gonna holler? The one that got hit, the rest of them ain't gonna say nothing.